Hello, I am here today to talk to you about caffeine. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, about 90% of the world's population ingests some form of caffeine. In the United States, about 80% of us take in some caffeine every day. Caffeine is a compound that naturally derives from over 60 different plant sources, including coffee beans, tea leaves, coca seeds, and cola nut seeds. Caffeine is commonly consumed through many sources. Beverages and foods such as chocolate, tea, soft drinks, and coffee. Prescription and non-prescription drugs such as cold, allergy, and pain medication also contain caffeine. Symptoms from caffeine use can consist of being more awake, more energetic, the jitters, and more talkative. Caffeine is a stimulant that can have beneficial and negative effects. The negative effects of caffeine can affect all areas of the body. The central nervous system can be affected by headaches from too much intake and lack of intake. It can also cause sleep disorders to worsen. Overdoses of caffeine can cause confusion and hallucinations. Death can also occur. Digestive and excretory systems can be negatively affected by caffeine, raising the amount of acid in your stomach, causing heartburn and upset stomach. Large doses of caffeine can cause you to lose too much water, resulting in dehydration. Withdrawal from caffeine can cause nausea and vomiting. Circulatory and respiratory systems can be negatively affected by high levels of caffeine in your bloodstream, causing high blood pressure. If you have irregular heart rhythms, caffeine may make your heart work harder. Reproduction systems can also be negatively affected by increasing baby's heart rate and metabolism during pregnancy. Too much caffeine can also cause slowed fetal growth and increased risk of miscarriage. Other negative effects can be painful lumps in the breast and can interfere with estrogen production and metabolism, causing it harder to get pregnant. The beneficial effects of caffeine can also affect many areas of the body. The central nervous system can benefit from caffeine consumption by combating tiredness and improving concentration. Studies have suggested that caffeine intake may protect against Parkinson's disease. Also, recent research found that ingesting 2 milligrams of caffeine each day may boost long-term memory. The digestive system can benefit by caffeine protecting against type 2 diabetes. Medical News Today reported on a study suggesting that consuming 3 cups of coffee a day may reduce the risk of liver cancer by 50%. The circulatory and respiratory systems can benefit by caffeine, protecting against cardiovascular disease and stroke. The effects of caffeine can vary in each individual, which may explain why there's confusion whether caffeine is good or bad for us. Caffeine can also metabolism at different rates among individuals for various reasons. For example, cigarette smokers metabolize caffeine twice as fast as non-smokers. However, caffeine metabolism is slower among infants, pregnant women, and individuals with liver disorders. Robin M. Van Dam, Associate Professor at the Department of Nutrition at the Harvard School of Public Health, told Medical News Today that the effects of caffeine are dependent on each person's genetic characteristics and lifestyle factors. The positive effects caffeine can have as a stimulant, like increased well-being, sociability, and feelings of energy and alertness, may cause one to become dependent on caffeine. With absence or reduction of consumption may result in caffeine withdrawal. This can cause symptoms such as headache, fatigue, drowsiness, depression, and irritability. Although caffeine can have positive and negative effects on the body, moderation of intake is the key to more positive effects. When one is wondering whether or not to have that second cup of coffee, they will now know what it will or will not do to them. And another thing that I wanted to bring up is there is other ways that you can substitute caffeine with these products. These obviously are caffeinated. They make decaffeinated tea. They make decaffeinated coffee. And as far as your soft drinks, I drink Mountain Dew, but they also make a caffeine-free Mountain Dew. And it's not diet, it's just caffeine-free. Good to drink closer to bedtime for me so I can stay awake, or not stay awake. So the caffeinated is better for the daytime when I want to stay awake. But this is the information that I have on the negative and positive effects of caffeine on your body. Thank you. Did I get to 5?